whatever. She looked amazing. Her hair was perfect. Her nails, her makeup, her skin, everything looked amazing. So I got all excited. I pulled out my camera because I post on Instagram. I'm like, okay, tell us, what's the secret? Like, how did you get to this old age and you look amazing and you're so healthy? And I'm waiting for her to say that she ate healthy and she exercised and whatever, right?
No.
And she goes, oh, honey, I know what you think I'm going to say. You think I'm going to say that I ate healthy and I exercise. She's like, I never exercise a day in my life. I don't eat healthy. Look what I'm having. I'm having cake and I'm having whatever. She's like, I don't know. God wants me around for some reason, right? And I was like, okay, there goes my whole like video that I thought that I'm just gonna, I was like, okay, I'm not posting that, right? So we all know people who don't do the right things and live very long lives, and we know people who do all the right things and don't. But the way I always say it is when we cross the street, we have a responsibility to cross on walk, right? Do people still get hit by a car when they cross on walk? Yes. Are there people that drive recklessly and cross on don't walk and live long? Yes. But we have to do our part, okay? We have to do our part, and we just have to know that we did our part, and the rest is not up to us. And our part, a big part of our part is what we eat. People think it's mostly exercise. It's actually mostly food, okay? If I had to give it a number, I would say it's 80% food and 20% exercise, that much of a difference. It's a lot of it is what we eat, how much water we drink, make sure that you're drinking enough water, and the rest is, not up to us, but we got to do our part. So any questions? Doesn't have to be about fruit. You can ask anything you want.
What's about diabetes?
Who asked that? Oh, what about it? Type 1 or type 2? Right, so type 2 is obviously more preventable than type 1. So sometimes when someone comes to me and they tell me that they have either diabetes type 2 or high cholesterol or high blood pressure, my first question is it genetic? Okay? If they say yes, it doesn't mean that I can't help them, okay? It just means that we can probably reduce it, but it may never fully go away, and they may still need to be on medication because it's genetic. If someone says it's not genetic, right, then 85 to 90% of the time, not only do they get better, they get off their medications. I've had people that came in on 6, 7 medications and they got off everything just from healthy eating. I've had people that the doctor threatened them. He said, I'm giving you a chance. You go, you lose weight, you start eating healthy. If you come back, the numbers are better, no medication. You come back and the numbers are not better, medication. And that's what scared them. So type 2, a lot of it depends on whether it's genetic or not. But even if it's genetic, you can make it better by healthy eating. Such as. Oh, well, a lot of the things we said. Also, the misconception with diabetes is people think it's just no sugar. It's also reducing carbs. Carbs are found in fruits. Carbs are found in almost everything. So it's reducing carbs as well, and as well as sugar. What else? Any other questions? Yes?
What is good for Bartter syndrome?
For?
Bartter syndrome?
For Bartter syndrome?
Bartter.
What is that?
Bartter syndrome.
Bartter syndrome?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with it.
Like kidney disease.
Oh, kidney disease. Okay. Let's talk about it privately after, because that's more like specific. Yeah. Any general questions? Okay. I would say for most people in this age range, don't exceed 2-3 fruits a day, and make sure that you're drinking at least 6 to 8 cups of water. The bladder gets weaker as you get older. Normally I say 8 to 10, so it's a little hard to handle when you get older, but for sure 6 to 8 cups of water a day. It really helps also. It helps with bowel movements. It helps with your metabolism. It helps with health. Okay, so if anybody has any other questions, I'll be around for a few minutes. My card is there, so if anybody wants to take one. And yes?
I just would like to add, you said something about fast food and food, and something that is correct, but as we become older, we have more issues with heart disease, so not to take it, daily, like doing it bi-weekly, like eating those kind of foods, because it can cause arrhythmias. So it's not something that we can, just tell elderly people
Right.
eat whatever they would like, because it needs to be moderate.
Right.
and including the medication that they're taking. So the medication can interact with those fruits, and with the electrolytes that we're talking about. So all of this is very nice to be in moderate levels, and for sure to talk with the physician and with the dietitian, and to see the medication they're getting in order for this whole picture to be according
Right.
to the patient.
Agreed, 100%. I always say everything is a puzzle, right? So when someone comes to me, if they're not going to give me all the puzzle pieces that they already have, it's not going to be a complete puzzle. You're right. Sometimes medications interact. Sometimes someone should not be having something. So, don't take things that just like, okay, great, I heard you could eat. And I kind of said it with portion control, like, people hear like whatever they want to hear. So they'll, okay, chocolate, yeah, wine. People kind of like extract what they want to extract. Of course, everything has to be spoken about with a doctor. You have to check your medications 100%. Especially with vitamins also, I find that people are very quick to, even if a doctor tells them, take this vitamin, you're aging, they forget to check, can I take it even though I'm taking medication? So just always, always be aware, and your health is a puzzle, so always put together the pieces. That's the best way to have a complete puzzle, by putting pieces together. Okay, thank you everyone. Pleasure, and I'll be around for a few minutes if anybody has questions. Okay, enjoy the rest of